Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the MS7 Morning Show. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the MS7 Morning Show. Good morning, D. Jackson. Good morning, D. Jackson. Good morning, Sim the Godfather.
Good morning.
Or after evening. I forgot it's evening where
Evening.
you're at.
Yes.
Good morning, Paper.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Billy. How are you this morning? Good morning, Clifford Gallagher. Good morning, Stuart. Good morning, Dottam. Good morning, Red Lantern. Good morning, Connect Cow. Hopefully, everybody's having a good morning so far. Good morning. Hopefully, everybody's had good morning, TJ Smith Luxury. Luxury. Good morning, beloved. Hopefully, everybody's had a good week so far, and hopefully, you're looking forward to a good weekend. I'm glad that the weather is clearing up in most states. Know that this week has been, this last couple of weeks has been pretty rough. This week weather-wise, but it looks like it's clearing up for a lot of people. And we know is the weather couldn't be any worse where Paper's at, but and where Sim's at, but you know, everywhere else is clearing up.
Yeah, it's
And
nice
it's been
down
getting
here.
yeah. Hopefully spring is coming, and you know, and it look like spring around the corner for a lot of people. So yeah.
Yep, it's definitely that time of the year. It's well, I don't know. I think isn't it? Well, it's pretty much almost always that time of the year down here until summertime when it's not so much of any type of season other than hotter than the
Heat wave.
hoods. But yeah, it's been nice for my first winter away really from other than when we lived in Myrtle Beach, but it still got pretty cold, in Myrtle Beach during the winter, with snow, ice every once in a while and whatnot, a lot of frost, a lot of freezing, but this has actually been my first winter away from anything sub 40 degrees really. So it's been kind of nice.
Yeah, TJ says it's as warm as H here in New York right now compared to the past 2 weeks. I know the past 2 weeks we've been through this winter storm, and it's basically been in the 50s the last couple of days here. So that's pretty, it's starting to get pretty warm for us here. And unfortunately, it's starting to turn fall where you're at, right? Be turning fall pretty soon where you're at, Sim, right? Maybe Sim stepped away.
Yeah, he might have.
Good morning, Tony. How are you this morning, Tony? So this morning, before we're going to be doing a combined show this morning. We're going to do a show this morning, starting with streaming, and then we're going to move over. Okay, he's in Texas. Yeah, my prayers definitely go out to you guys over there in Texas. You guys had horrible snow last week, and then the water situation. And I pray that I know that you guys are starting to warm up. I heard it was going to the 70s this week, and even warming up more for you guys this week. I pray that your water situation is getting better and electricity situation is getting better. And, a lot of homes are getting fixed as well over there. We still need to keep Texas in our prayers. That things are improving much more out there in Texas. So just because the weather is improving, we still need to keep Texas in our prayers. Definitely that they're having Godspeed improvement, because I know that people think, oh, the weather is changed and things are just immediately improved. No, that don't make the weather immediately improve, because trust me, I've lived in the South for a lot of years. I've been through Katrina. I've been through Hurricane Michael. I've been through a lot of hurricanes and stuff. And your situation is still a lot of times the same. Yes, it slowly improves, but you still need your prayers, because recovery is slow.
Yeah.
And insurance is no joke. So definitely still keep them in your prayers up there in Texas. They still need your prayers. They still need, if there's a Red Cross, if there's any places that's having donations and stuff, find out what type of help or anything that Texas is can do, whatever ways you can do to help out, to help them, because just because the weather is changing don't mean that their situation is completely improved. Some places improve dramatically, but some places is it's still struggling.
Yep.
And stuff. Just because the news is moved on don't mean their situation is moved on. Yes. So just remember that. This is our Telegram group. Make sure you have a decent picture icon. You're definitely welcome to come over to our Telegram group. We would love to have you. Make sure that you're welcome to post if someone goes live that's helping in our community, that's positive and not negative. You're definitely welcome to post a video if somebody posts a video that's helping in our community. You're welcome to post that. You're welcome to post if there's a sale or something like that in our community that's helping. And like I said, you're welcome to post that as well. No premium services is to be posted in our MS7 Telegram group. This is our merch. You're welcome to also, if you would like to get an MS7 sweatshirt, t-shirt, hat, this is our merch, and this is the website to go to for our merch.
I still need to get a hold of her to get a MS 6 3/4 shirt made up.
Oh yeah, definitely. Sorry. You do. Sorry. Also, this is our Facebook group. Make sure you answer the 3 questions. Make sure you have a decent picture icon, and within that picture icon, the same rules apply for Facebook as the MS7 Telegram group. Also, definitely no questions at all, no premium services at all to be posted in our MS7 Facebook group. Redneck says lived there for 30 years.
Yeah. Hey, Redneck. When did you move to? How recently did you move to New York? I'm trying to think. I was thinking me and you had talked once before back a little while ago, and you were living in Myrtle at the same time I was living there. I could be wrong.
I'm just an Australian.
This is New York. The weather goes back and between. That I thought Ohio was the only bipolar state. They always say about Ohio, if you don't like the weather, wait a minute. They always say that about Ohio. If you don't like the weather, wait a minute.
West Virginia's that way too.
That was called Ohio, the bipolar state. Good morning, Penn. How are you this morning?
Morning, Sandman. Good morning, Penn. How you doing, brother?
Good morning, Sandman. How are you? So let's get into some. Go ahead. I thought you were about to say something, Paper.
No, I took my medicine and the pill got stuck.
Yeah, I'm doing the same.
I know how that is. You're stuck, and then you're like you're in the struggle phase for a minute. Drink more.
Yeah. They tell you to take 1 or 2 pills at a time, but I ain't got time for that.
Nah, I ain't got time for that.
You know, you got to jug. Got to jug that water down.
I just throw them all in there, and what doesn't go down the first time will go down the second or third.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good morning, Brooklyn. AMC reaches 6 million streaming subscribers across AMC, Acorn, TV, Shredder, Sundance, and now all BLK. Also, let me see. I'm about to click on here. Here's everything coming to Prime Video as of March 2021. Get some originals that make a debut on Amazon Prime. Eddie Murphy iconic film, second installment of Coming to America, which I haven't got a chance to see that yet. Can you believe I've not seen the new Coming to America? I don't know why, but here's some of the list of some of the movies that's coming starting March the 1st to Amazon Prime, and it is 48 hours, 50-50, another 48 hours, as good as it gets, Attack the 50 Feet, Cheerleader, Attack the Block, Barry Brady sequel, Back to the Future 2, all the Back to the Futures basically, because it lists all of them.
What,
Beloved,
hap- what,
I tell you,
what
pardon me?
happened with them? What happened with them?
No, this is a list. I'm just saying this is a list of the movies starting March the 1st is coming to Amazon Prime Video.
Okay.
All the good stuff's coming out in March.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. It's a couple of more movies. Due Date, E.T., Extract, for Color Girls, I Can Do Bad by Myself.
E.T.
Um,
Wow.
yeah,
Nice.
E.T. Phone Home, right?
I love E.T.
Instant Nanny, Family, Line of Fire, uh, and Neil Young, Heart of Gold. Oh, I know they listed some more movies, so I'm not gonna read any
E.T.'s,
more.
definitely a classic there with E.T.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
loved E.T. as a kid. I still
Yeah.
do.
my
Yeah.
daughter and I watched E.T. Last year. One thing about when I first moved back here and I was at my well, now I've been watching a lot of movies, but when I was at my when I transitioned moving back here, at least once or twice a week we would watch movies and stuff, and I
Yeah.
ended up watching a lot of classic movies. So my daughter and I ended up watching E.T. and I was like, wow, I had watched it years ago, but I have finally watched it and just really, you know how you watch a movie, you don't really pay attention. But
Right.
I just watched it and paid attention to
Yeah.
it, and it was really a good movie. And my daughter got to watch it; she really liked the movie as well. Brooklyn and I. So yeah, it was a really good watch.
Real quick too, wanted to give a quick shout out to one of MS7's team members, Tech Reviews 919. He did hit
Yes,
900 subscribers. Was it?
congratulations.
I believe it was on like Tuesday or Wednesday.
Right. Okay. Congratulations,
So,
Tech.
yeah, real quick
Congratulations,
shout out
Tex.
to him.
So
So
proud of
yeah,
you.
he's inching his way there, man. Inching his way there to that 1,000 mark. So big grats to him. So
Congratulations, Tech Review. I'm so proud of you. Tech Review is not on YouTube as much as he was before because he does do a lot of work. He's a very hard worker, so he's not able to be on here like he wants to all the time. But we're so proud of him. He put out a video on Friday after the show, and but he does bring a lot of great content when he is on here, and so we are definitely so proud of you, Tech Review, and just keep doing what you do. We definitely support you, love all that you do, Tech Review. And like I say, you're a very hard worker. Like I said, keep up the great work. Congratulations on the 900 subscribers, and definitely subscribe and keep up with doing what you do. And hello, Butcher.
Hi, Butcher.
How are
Welcome.
you today? Let's see. Definitely keep doing what you do. Give me a second. One
How's
second.
Debs?
Hold on 1 second.
Okay. What am I holding on to?
Me. No.
Hold on, I mean, 1 second. I got to put it. I don't know why my thing didn't pull up. I got to put it on my YouTube. I don't know why I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know why it didn't pull up.
Oh.
Hi, Kiko. Welcome to the
I don't know
show.
why I even said, hello, Kiko. How are you today? Long time no see. I miss you.
What's going on, Kiko, brother? Yeah.
Been too long, man.
It has been. Definitely. That's what I was telling him last time I saw him in the show. I was like, bro, man, I was like, I miss you.
Yeah.
I know. He's one of the people that's there, definitely noticeable when we don't see him, huh?
Yeah, for sure. We
And
usually notice people that go missing.
also, don't forget today at 5, the butcher will be having a show today. And definitely check him out on Streaming Matters. It's a great show, so make sure you have your picture. You have your pen and paper ready, and it'll be on his main channel. So definitely check that out today.
I just posted his channel in there. So.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I was looking down.
See, I knew telepathically you were going to say something, so.
Yeah,
I just thought I'd go ahead and.
He always has a great show. He always has a great show every week. I'm telling you. Definitely. Sometimes he says, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. And once he gets on there, it's almost like, you know how could I put it? You know how a singer get ready to get on stage and say, I don't know what to sing about. Then they go on and put the best concert on ever. That's how it is.
That's it.
And stuff. Hey, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. And then he comes on and then he just, like his alter ego comes out, and it's just a great show every week. You know, some people just do that and stuff. It's just a great show every week. So it's just something like, and then when you miss it, be like, man, I missed it. I knew it was going.
You can always go replay. You can always go watching replay.
You can always watch the replay, and that's just one thing I hate when I miss the original show. I definitely always watch the replay if I miss the original show. Man, I know I missed something good. Always had that pencil and paper ready. Yes. And then this is Iconics. So if you don't have a picture icon, definitely go over there and shout out, go over there to Iconics and get your picture icon. And they're not my readers, so definitely tell them what you need. You know, tell them, let them know about your personality. You know, I'm a biker, or I'm such and such. This is my personality. This is what I like. And stuff, and they'll hook you up. They may ask you to, hey, give me a picture, something similar to what you like, or this is what I like, and they'll fix you up, and definitely, they'll hook you up with an icon. There's some great people over there, Matrix is over there. There's a lot of great people over there. Amanda, there's a whole bunch of great people over there.
I've just started to make my own icons too. I've just started the last couple of days just doing my own icons.
Over there, the paper makes great icons. There's a whole bunch of people over there that can hook you up with a really nice icon. My icon comes from over there in Iconics, so definitely. But don't go over there and say, hey, I like an icon. Then they'd be made you something like, oh, I don't like that, and stuff. So definitely let them know a little bit about
details.
TJ, that's your group, TJ. I'm over there a lot of times, just getting laughs, man.
It's some funny stuff.
I didn't know that was your group, though.
I didn't know that's your group. I'm over there in Comedy Central too. Comedy Central is a great group.
It is. And just to go over and get a laugh,
Yeah, definitely. If you send me if you inbox me, I'll post it in the chat. Inbox me in Telegram or me or paper. I will post it in the chat if you want some more people to come over there and join your Comedy Central group. Just send it in the inbox to one of us, and we'll post it in the chat so more people go join and stuff. Tara, he's great at icons too. Hey, good morning, Tara. How are you this morning?
Tara, how you doing? I've only done about three. They're not that good. I'm still learning. So yeah, sharing a few of the ones I've been working on. Baby steps, I'll get there.
Stream Digital is my group. So I'm confused.
Wait, Stream Digital, your group or
I'm
Comcast?
lost.
Which one? I'm lost too. Now I'm confused.
It's too early for this.
No, it's too late
Yeah,
for
which,
me, if you
oh my
ask me.
goodness, these holidays. You know what? I'm thinking that you're a comedian sometimes. Some of the stuff you post in the chat, I'm thinking that you're definitely a comedian and stuff.
Oh,
Mm,
I'm thinking you're definitely a comedian because you'd
yeah.
be so hilarious with some of the stuff you post in the chat
How
sometimes.
how's TK this morning?
How are you doing this morning, Tara? Tara, how are you this morning? Wait a
let
minute.
us
And
know. You're free.
yeah, everyone make sure
Look for
to
you to,
smack the thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, and
mhm.
share. And
Share the love.
if you really want, you can share it.
All good. Wait a minute. Okay. Also,
Sharing it's caring.
yes. Also, AT&T asked TPG to launch new DirecTV and AT&T Uverse. So yeah,
They're gonna give it another shot, huh?
I guess ahead of Thursday's call afternoon to announce that they added a new DirecTV to run with its video business and stuff. I don't know about that.
Mm,
Anyway, it's going to be 16.25 billion dollars.
wow.
That's all.
Yeah, I mean pocket change, you know.
Yeah, just a little bit, not much.
Hmm. For
Hmm.
for the rates they charge their customers on their cell phones, I mean they can afford it.
Mm-mm.
Yes. Also, Hulu announces the premiere dates for *Handmaid's Tale* and Marvel's M.O. D.K and more. So let me see. Hulu's Mike team is behind. Let me scroll down. So let me see if it tells me the actual dates for the announcements. I want to read the whole article. Okay, they have a 10 episode season coming for Elizabeth Moss Strikes Back against the. Okay, season 7 is premiering. I'm at season 3 is premiering May the 7th of Marvel's M.O. M.O.D.K on May the 21st. And then a show on June the 11th, Love Victor season 2 is premiering on that day.
Mm.
Mm.
And then it doesn't tell me what day, which is crazy. It said an article about Handmaid's Tale, but it doesn't say what day that's premiering, and it doesn't say anything about any other show. So I don't know why it would say that in the article. Let me look in case I overlooked it. Okay, I'm sorry. The Handmaid's Tale season 4 will be premiering on April 28th, and they'll have 10 episodes.
April 20.
Mm.
April
So that's the
20.
last date, April 28th. That's my
Okay.
brother's birthday.
I'll
Wow.
have to make sure I write that down for Plastic
Yeah,
Fork because
Good morning,
yeah.
Div.
she, Plastic Fork, well, all of them, Plastic Fork, Solo Cup, Dixie Cup, they all sit right in front of that show.
Hi, Maud. How are you?
How are you doing, Div Peanut Butter? Yes. Also, a Shrill season 3 is premiering May the 7th, and let me see if they say any. Animaniacs, following this first season, will be renewed. So that's getting renewed. Animaniacs. Iron Mike. Let me see. From the team behind Tanya, it says it's exploding, but it doesn't say when it's coming back. It just says the team, I mean, that the show is exploding. It says it's a great series, but it doesn't say that it isn't renewing or anything, so that's crazy. Let's see. Trying to go down and make sure I didn't miss any shows. Okay. Oh, Jess Burns. Um, they're still working on that. And they'll be coming back soon. Let me see if they say anything else. And that's it for Hulu. For those Hulu lovers.
Did you see
Also,
where?
what?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I know we talk a lot about like the smart, the Google Nest Hub, the A word, show, and stuff like that. But I saw where, and it's not a smart speaker or whatever, but Anchor, which to me is one of the best portable battery chargers and whatnot that you can get in my mind or my opinion. They have a Bluetooth speaker now that has like an alarm clock and all that set into it. Like the bed, it sits by your bed. It's got how the new dots have the light kind of behind the material for the clock, how it displays the clock behind that material wrap. They're doing the same thing with the Anchor Bluetooth speakers. And I'm gonna post it in the group, in the Telegram groups. Looks pretty cool, and right now they're like 30% off, I think, something like that. So
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had just caught it, so.
Looks interesting though.
Yeah. I know they jumped on board with the Bluetooth speakers a while back too, and like I said, I know as far as like portable batteries and chargers and whatnot, I think I don't know that there's anyone that can match them in my opinion, for their price range. But I never really got too interested in the Bluetooth speakers because I just don't use them, But I just happened to see that because it looks like an alarm clock, but it's a Bluetooth speaker, and it's pretty cool.
That's
So
nice. I'm probably check that out definitely for sure. So thank you for telling us and stuff. And it's important to always keep a portable battery pack with you on all stuff that you're going to be out. I always keep a chargeable one in my purse at all times because you never know if you're out and about and you're going to be out longer than you think you are. I always keep that as a backup because you go places like, for example, where did I go the other day and they had no chargers. Oh, I know where I went the other day. I went ah, it slipped my mind. But anyway, I went somewhere and I couldn't believe the public place didn't have not one place to charge my phone at. And
that's not
I took
surprising.
my daughter and I was like, "Are you serious? They don't have one place you can plug your phone up at." And my daughter was crying. She was like, "Oh, I can't charge my phone." I said, "I told you to have your phone plug your phone up last night to charge it because you knew we were going to be out today." And I said, and then I dug in my purse. I said, "Oh yeah, I forgot to have two portable chargers in my purse." So thank God I had my portable charger with me because she was able to charge her phone, but her phone was only like at 40%. But still, she was able to charge her phone, and that's it. I always advise you, always keep you a portable charger with you at all times. Definitely, because you never know. Don't just assume if you go somewhere that you're gonna always have a charger to plug your phone up at or whatever device up at with you. Always have a portable battery pack with you because you never know.
Yep.
If you're gonna just don't assume you're gonna be able to plug your phone up with your charger.
How's it going, Dabs?
Hey Dab,
Dabs.
welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Doing well. And yes, I have numerous battery packs, and That was actually one on my Christmas list where I gave out on one of the Streaming Matter show things, what suggestions for people for at Christmas. That was one of my suggestions to people, is to get people these battery packs. I would not get anything below 10,000. 20,000 is better.
No.
With I gave those out a couple years ago to my coworkers, and 3 of them have thanked me numerous times. 2 of them are motorcycle riders, so they go out riding on their bikes and using a GPS on their phone to get around, and not having a place to plug it up to charge it. I mean, I don't know how many times they've told me thank you. I don't know how many times I've used it. I actually bought one for Blue when she was here at Christmas, because the one she had from a few years back was very small battery in it, and it died within a couple hours of her being on her flight. So I gave her that 10,000 or 15,000 for Christmas, and she was able to keep her phone fully charged. And she had a 12-hour flight before she got home. It was 12 hours, and because of layovers in the airport, and was able to watch movies and keep phone charged. I mean, watch for them on sale. I'm a frugal shopper. If you watch slickdeals.net, they have them posted about once a week, and you can spend anywhere from you can spend as low as $11 or $12 for like a 10,000, or get the 20 that's going to cost you about $25 or $28 for a 20,000 milliamp.
Yeah, I'm not sure what one it is that we have. We have it's one of the Anchor ones, and it's pretty long. It's about we have the Note 10 pluses, and it's probably about 4 inches longer than that, and a little bit thicker. But it will fully charge our phones from almost 0 to fully charged like 4 or 5 times before it's done.
Yeah.
And it does it within an hour.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, you'll see some of them have the fast charge. There's different features. You got to look on them and read the features. Yes, Anchor is a name brand one. That is one of the name brands, so it works very well. But there is some good ones, and just read reviews. Look at fast charge. Maybe your phone didn't even have fast charge, so sometimes people are like, oh, I got to have fast charge. Well, if you got some old phone, it may not use fast charge.
It's not work. It's not work.
I mean, you have a feature that you can't use, but
yeah.
Definitely worth having. I have those, and I also have another item to have for people are those car jumps. I have a battery car jumper that I have in my car that has like little jumper cables on it, and you can jump start your car. It actually has where you can plug USB into it and charge your phone. So if I'm on a road trip, I can take that out of the trunk, and if you don't have enough plugs, and actually charge that. You can use that as your battery pack. So another item I highly suggest people to have is one of those car battery jumpers. They are a lifesaver for a battery that dies, especially when it gets cold outside. Or if you're someplace and somebody's battery dies and you don't want to have to move your car and get the jumper cables out, you can just take this little thing, and I mean, it's small, plug it right up to their battery, turn it on, and as long as their battery ain't super dead, it'll kick it off. So.
Yeah, I like that power share that Samsung has. That's a really cool feature, I think.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, if you're able to, if you have a good enough battery on yours and enough charge, and you're willing to share, it's kind of like sharing your last bit of water. You're out in the middle of the desert. You want to share some of your water? It's like, hey, you should have brought more. Bigger battery.
Exactly. Yes.
I want to say happy birthday belated to Sim. I saw it was his
Dad.
birthday this past week, so happy birthday. I know I posted in the channel, but happy birthday to you.
It's been great, man. It's been wonderful.
21.
Nah, I wish. Nah.
Just a baby.
I'm 36, but thank you.
Shit, 26.
I'm
Let's see, that's
36.
36. Okay, all right.
That's funny. Yep. Yep.
Enjoy
Happy
the show as
birthday,
well.
belated.
Yeah, I missed the show. I had to go to work the next morning. I was gonna
Aw.
join it, and I waited and waited, and it was gonna get late, and I had to be up at 3:30, and I'm like, I can't stay up for this.
Nah.
And so I was like,
Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, them triple cable. She's always okay. Also, don't forget that the golden for those of you that's into it, that they're having the the 78th Golden Globe Awards on the February the 28th. So you guys make sure you mark your calendars for that. It's going to be live on let me see. I'm trying to see what channel it's on. Check your listings. It says. For those of you that's into the Golden Globe Awards, they've already pretty much. But hey, that's a when they have the nominations, that's a good way to pick the movies. Rewatch movies you haven't thought of watching.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Right?
oh yeah. I love it when people create those customized lists in some of the add-ons, and I'm like, oh, okay. And they'll have like some developers will have that customized list, and you can catch all those things that you might have slipped through the cracks, and yeah, definitely catch that.
Mhm. Mhm. So hey, yeah, that's a good way. Like you said, you can go back and YouTube now offers MLB add-ons. So if you have YouTube TV, they have the MLB add-ons now. For those of you who have YouTube TV.
Outstanding.
Yeah, I know. I know. Also, Fire TV devices with smart TVs. Fire TV devices and smart TVs are on sale for $21.99. They're starting at $21.99. So,
Oh.
yeah, the Fire Stick lights are $21.99 again. The 4K TV Fire Sticks are $37.99. The Fire Cubes are $99.99. The Toshiba 43-inch TVs are $259.99. The 50-inch 4Ks UHD TVs are $319. The Insignia 24 inches are $99.99. So check and the Insignia 39 inches are $169.99. So yeah, check out your Amazon for this great sale that's going on if you're looking for a Fire Stick.
Good morning, Mike.
Good morning,
Happy
Mike.
Friday.
Hi, Mike.
Happy Friday.
Every day is a Friday.
Yep, Friday.
At least when
Friday.
you get home.
Yeah.
And
That's
don't
for me,
forget,
too.
it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and once it hits 5 o'clock Eastern, there's no better place to be than have the butchers. So that streaming matters. So make sure if you do drink, have your drink ready and be over there at the butcher. Be there or be square.
Is it me? Am I hearing echo?
I don't
Is
hear
there
one.
an echo? I don't hear one. Wait a minute. Let me mute and see if you still hear one.
Doo-be-dee-dee-doo-be-dee-doo.
Okay, when I mute, say something to see if you still hear echo.
Oh,
Hello. Hello.
hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello. Hello.
So was that me echoing?
I don't hear the echo.
Oh, okay. Just let me go and come back in again. Give me a sec.
Okay. Okay. Let me see.
TJ Smith.
Also,
That's good.
Could you also could you tell us about some things you may have going on Friday? I mean today, Friday, like it's another day. Today on your show.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, Dad.
no,
Sorry.
nobody else has the show today, do they?
Yeah,
I was
no.
like, looking at the panel.
Not that, oh, you know what? Yes, somebody else has. I think I think maybe I didn't hear it right, but I could have swore that Next Level them said they had a show again today.
I
Do
know they
they?
had
I
one
don't know. I need to
yesterday. I
look. I know
saw.
they had one yesterday, but I could have swore on the show they said. And correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. Did they say they had a show today?
Hmm.
Was
I
it,
missed. I missed it yesterday.
I know
Of
you
course.
completely missed the show
Yeah,
yesterday.
yesterday was. I didn't even
Busy
know.
day. You was on the go. Okay, let me see.
Let's
Oh,
see.
go ahead.
So yeah, today is going to be focused on the chaos and mayhem that Cody 19 has created in our streaming community. The tears that have flowed, the oh my gosh, why didn't nobody tell me when Dabs has been telling you for 9 or 10 months? That shows you if you've not been listening to me, that's why you had the update on your NVIDIA Shield. So, yeah, we're going to try to sort through it, give you some options. I've told myself I can't be on Sharon's show that long today because I have a way of getting on here and then I'm on here for 2.5 hours and there goes half of my day. So I've got one video I just kicked out and I've got at least 2 more that I hope to create to help people install some forks, get back down to 18.8 or 18.9. And so we can get people back to a place where they're able to install the things that they're used to having. Because we know that with 19, so few items are available on 19. So that's going to be my topic for the day, as well as I'm going to take a look at some more 19 stuff and try to maybe pop out a video on if there's been a couple things that's added to Cody 19 on add-ons. And I'm going to try to do that, and I add those to my Cocoscope. So my YouTube, I'm careful of what I upload there because of their rules, and they've got an eyeball on me, and I've seen my friends get dinged, so I'm trying to walk that fine line. So I'm going to try to upload a couple things to YouTube, and the rest will be on my Cocoscope channel. So suggest people to go there, and that's actually I'm picking up pace over there.
Yeah.
So
I was over there. I think yesterday, or a couple days ago. I think again checking things
Yeah, I
out.
watched about all of your videos on Cocoscope. Make sure you definitely follow the butcher on Cocoscope. Also, definitely that's why I tell people when you watch the butcher, make sure you go over there with a pencil and paper like you're in school, because you always learn something on the butcher show. Not only did the butcher tell you about what to do about Cody 19, he also did a whole video on telling you what to watch out for when it came out. He did a whole video last week saying, "Hey, watch out! Make sure you do this on your Shield and your Android devices." And I don't know why nobody didn't listen, because he did a whole video, and I posted it in MS7, and he posted it in his thing. I posted it in our group, and I'm posting today's video in our group as well.
I want to say one thing, and I thought it was funny. I thought of it today that for the longest time, the NVIDIA Shield people have looked down upon the Fire TV people. They have looked down, and I'll speak for myself because I own both, and looked down upon the Fire Stick people and laughed at them like, "Ah, you're so silly. You've got that little Fire Stick and this and that." Well, who's laughing now? Because Fire Stick did not get this update. People that had their stuff side loaded on their Fire Sticks and Fire devices have no issues with 19, but all the people that were Shield users that went through the Google Play Store are now the scrambling. So I think it's how the tables have turned a little bit on who's laughing now, because you don't see any of the people on the forums talking about their Fire Stick update, and it's only people with the NVIDIA Shields.
I think sometimes
My
people.
advice always, when it came to that, always, I'm sorry, I'll let you say this, Simmer, after I say this. My advice when it always came to KODI also was to go to the site. I've never got mine from the Play Store. I've always just got it from the site, me personally. And I just, well, I'll let you say it on your show.
No,
Yeah,
it's all
yeah,
good. But
Okay.
it's fun. It's fun.
Okay, I always got it from the site. I've never did the worried about the update because I've always turned off the update in the Play Store, and I just got it from the site. Even though you told people and you did a whole video on it,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah, numerous videos. I think I did 2 or
yeah.
3 videos on it. Um,
Right, you did videos on it.
and
That's what I'm
and
saying.
it's just like, okay. I mean, really, I know that I don't saturate a large segment compared to other YouTubers or other bloggers or other websites, and that's cool. But I don't think that the some of the other people that had a bigger platform, I don't think
Hmm.
they were trying to inform people. I don't think they weren't
Hmm.
trying to inform them enough. I knew the problem that this was going to be. I mean,
And I
stuff's
think
not going to
there's
work.
yeah. And the thing is, there's so much information out there. I mean, come on, seriously, you've got people on Twitter talking about it. You've got people in YouTube. There's so many social media platforms that talked about it. And this
Hmm.
afternoon, I was speaking to another Cody builder, and we had this discussion about people that just don't want to listen, or they just do what they feel like. And a lot of people that are coming into a lot of newbies that are coming in, they have no idea what they're doing, so they just go and mess with Cody and not really understanding the concepts of how to actually use it, the functions out of it. So think think people get lost with it, and then when things don't work, they get upset with people.
Yeah.
It's all about, first of all,
Right.
learning, and and also teaching others so people are aware of what's happening, in the streaming
Yeah.
community.
And
Cody especially.
you got to have some accountability for your own stuff that you install.
Mm.
I mean, you've got to you have if you install some stuff, you need to take a little ownership, because if you don't, it's just like not changing the oil in your car. You just can't drive
Yeah,
it and drive it and drive it and not pay attention, and before
hoping that
long,
all works. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's
Hmm.
gonna. You need to get a little knowledge. You don't have to be an expert.
Hmm. Oh, okay. And I want
Hi,
to go
Blanco.
ahead. Hello, Blamma. How are you doing? And I want to definitely address this. Miss Billy asked a question. She says, "Hey guys, thanks for your recommendations about this. Spirit power is just grabbing one on sidekick deals. I can't have my brother in office. Okay, all right. Okay, so it was a comment. Okay, I thought it was a question. Okay, she's the other one said she said that next level said he'll try. Okay, so we're not for sure if he's gonna have a show. So we just have to watch your notifications then. So
Yeah.
make sure your notifications is turned on for next level's channel then. Okay, and Pan says Coco Scope is nice, which Coco Scope is nice. A
Yep.
lot of people are going to Coco Scope as
Yep.
well as Twitch.
Well, but I
Absolutely.
worry about Twitch, because I'm telling you, Twitch. I think you're going to find that the problems that lie in YouTube are going to quickly run over to Twitch, because you're talking corporate owned, all in amongst the same family of ownership and advertisers. It all comes. It's the same advertisers, and to they need the same advertisers as YouTube. Cocoscope is a different business model. It's a different. They don't make their money off advertisers. They make their money off of somebody subscribing to a channel or giving tips to a channel or wanting to be a member of a channel. That's where
Mm.
they make their money. So if you don't, so that's where they get their. So they're not. They don't owe the Motion Picture Association, um, to try to keep them happy to keep their business, because they don't need them. I mean, they want it from Joe Schmo that wants to sign up for some chick's private channel, and willing to pay a monthly fee. So it's just a different business model, and I think Twitch is Twitch does get money from people that subscribe, but I think that you're going to find that they're going to be willing to cave on these more questionable types of content, I think they'll cave pretty quick, in my opinion.
Good morning, Southern Tech. Good morning, Tech
Good morning.
King.
Yeah, good morning, Technology King, Southern Tech, Tony,
Blammo.
Blammo.
Good morning,
Blammo.
Blammo.
How you guys doing?
And this is the Butcher's Coco Scope channel. So go over there and show some love. And he got plenty of videos. So, get you some coffee and binge watching. Oh, don't forget to have your pen and paper. Like I said, there's a lot of learning going on over there.
Yeah.
Everything you need to learn is over there.
Notes. I put all the information in the show notes, so you could always copy and paste the URLs. So I make it easy on you.
Right, and stuff. So yeah, there's some great videos over there. I've watched just about all of them. So yeah, go over there and check them out and show them some love. You can leave a comment and say, hey.
Yeah.
So
I like watching your videos, Dad. It's very informational in CocoScope. There's no
very informational. Yes.
No.
Everything.
Pen, you want me to post yours on there, Pen? I have yours.
Yeah, Pen. Yeah, Pen has a CocoScope over there as well. So and Paper does too, and I'm gonna post his in a second because I just saw Paper's CocoScope and I passed it that quick.
Oh, I'll subscribe right now. 1 second.
Oh, real quick before I show that, here's Pen's support group. So you can go over there and join Pen's support group. Make sure you have a picture icon. Make sure it's a decent picture icon. And if you have any questions or anything for Pen, you can go over there and join it. There's no post premium services or spam or anything over there. Just you're welcome to go over there and join. We'd love to have you over there. And like I said, make sure you have a decent picture icon, and there you go. Let me see if I can find Google Updates turned off. Okay. Let's see if I can find Paper. Here's Paper's CocoScope. Oh, no, that's the Butcher's, sorry. Yeah, I just now heard an echo. Good morning, Shelly Shell. I didn't see you up there. Here's Pen's CocoScope.
If I just subscribe
he has a lot of great information over there as well. So I'd like to go over there and join Pen's CocoScope and go over there and tell him hello, watch the videos he has posted over there and say hello and let him know when you join. Good morning, Asher. How are you this morning?
What'd you say, Sam?
And this is Paper Plate's CocoScope.
I just joined your CocoScope Paper and Pen as well. Both of you, yeah. And Dad's already joined a couple of months ago. So all good.
Good morning,
everybody. So everything on that because YouTube has all these rules and stuff. So you'll see so much information on there, and then the stuff they can't post on there. You can go over to CocoScope and get the rest of your education over there. So definitely. Let me see if there's any other news real quick.
Mike says he only drinks cocoa.
I'm
sure he does.
I bet if you go over there, you just might find something to.
Oh yeah, yeah. Next thing you know, you're subscribed to some different channels. And, hey, the ones that do say there's a monthly fee. There's a lot of those.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, it's definitely go and check out everybody's CocoScope, and like I said, you'll be notified, and make sure you turn on notifications because you can't turn on notifications for CocoScope. So you will be notified, and if I see that they have that the CocoScope has came up, I will repost it in MS7.
Hey Mike, tell
and
Kim.
I'm pretty sure, and also.
I was just say tell Kim I said hello and send the love.
Oh yeah, me too as well. Let me see what other news I can find real quick. Oh, Hangouts is being migrated. Some of Hangouts is being migrated to Google Chat.
Right.
As an experience, yep.
I seen
that.
So
if you still have Hangouts, it's being migrated. If you still do Hangouts. because some
the
people I
meat.
guess can't. Yeah, like most people are doing meats now.
As long as they don't migrate the same direction the birds are, I'm okay.
What birds? What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
that's true. hmm Then
Hey,
on
go
here it
on.
says your
Sure.
children's Google account will soon have access to real YouTube. Why? I don't understand that, but yeah, it says, oh, what is supervised experience YouTube offers? But it will be a supervised experience. It says on here, your children's Google accounts will have access to real YouTube. That's YouTube music for children and pipeline. But it says what supervised experience on YouTube offers. So even though your children will have access to the real YouTube, it will be with a supervised experience. How do you feel about your children having access to real YouTube and with it being with a supervised experience? They also will have access to YouTube music as well. Would you rather
Mm.
them have access to real YouTube and YouTube music, or would you rather it be like how Spotify has? Does Spotify have their own Spotify Kids music? Good morning, Miss Nell.
I think I'd rather have them have their own app.
They already have their own app. It's called YouTube Kids.
Right. I mean, but I mean, yeah. I don't think that they.
Should need adult YouTube.
No. I don't think they should have access to that.
And I
No,
think
I
they
agree.
also,
I agree.
I think they also should have the same thing like Spotify did. I think they should have YouTube Kids music, just like Spotify have their Spotify Kids music.
Yeah.
I miss
Yeah.
now.
I mean, and they already have restricted settings within YouTube anyway, because I know that my daughter, you already can have your kids have regular YouTube because all you do is go into settings and you restrict what they have for their age limits and stuff. Because I've already
Right.
done that with my child before, where they can't access everything. So I don't even know why this announcement is on here, kind of. But I guess their Google accounts is going to be linked to their YouTube, but
Till
like
they
you
learn
said,
how
it'll
to
be restricted.
sideload, then it's all over.
Oh yeah, because my daughter,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, on that fire stick, my daughter has mastered so much stuff. She showed me stuff on the fire stick that I didn't even know, which is
Hmm.
crazy.
Hmm.
You know, like she was
That,
the first one to know before I did, which is
and
crazy.
that's the scary part. So how do you limit a child that can do all that?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
It's hard to.
Yeah,
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Because
she is the one
turn
who told
you
me about the
turn the internet off at night.
Yeah, pretty much the only way.
She's the one who told me about the individual accounts. You remember I had told you she told me that everybody can have their own account for
Yeah.
the
yeah.
fire
Yeah.
sticks. So
Yeah, just you have to kill the internet. You could even go any further and have a little cup. SIM cards go to the cup, and the internet goes off.
That's my name.
I actually when my kids were teenagers, we had that battle, and we had the software, where it turned it off at night and all that
Yeah.
kind of
Right.
Yeah.
software
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
I did too. I
then
did
then
too.
then my son, who was a teenager, figured out the password, and he would turn it on at night. And so what I ended up having to do is when it would come time to go to bed, I would just take the modem with me to bed. I would unhook the modem and take it to
Yeah.
my bedroom, because if not, he was going to be on my computer and he was going to figure out a way. And so, yeah, did that.
It
I
sounds
didn't. I
like
didn't.
history is repeating
I didn't even
itself.
have to do that. I didn't even have to do that. I had a setting. I didn't even have to do that. My kids were so upset. I had my cousin. I had temporary custody of my cousin, and so with my children, I had it set where the computer turned off at 9 o'clock. It locked the computers and stuff. And my main computer was in my bedroom, so I had a laptop and a desktop in my bedroom. But I also had a computer in the family room for the children, and they didn't have a computer in the bedroom. And so the
Yeah.
computer automatically shut down. No, it was at 8 o'clock at night. They didn't know, never knew the password because computer was password protected. It automatically shut down. And my cousin used to get so mad. She got mad at my sister. I know you know the password. I know you know the password. The computer didn't turn back on until on the weekdays. It didn't turn back on until I think it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It was 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It was after they got out of school. And then on the weekends, it didn't turn on until like 10 o'clock in the morning. So it just automatically let them back on at certain times. So I didn't have to turn the computer on. There were certain times it turned on on the weekends and certain times on the weekday. She used to get so mad with that and the security system because at certain times and they didn't know it and stuff. So I didn't have that problem.
Yeah, I just remember back in the day, when this used to happen to, us growing up, and parents would use a different excuse, like things like, oh, maybe the internet is not working, or they would just give like stupid excuses, and we just never knew what was going on until later on. I found out that okay, maybe it was them controlling the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, what I did do, like for their gaming systems, I would leave the gaming system in the room, but I would just take the controllers at night. When it was bedtime, the controller.
Take the plug.
What?
They couldn't play it. They couldn't play the game if the controller wasn't in the room. How you play the game?
Well,
Turn phones. You download an app.
Exactly.
But the phones. I took the phones at night too. At night, the phones were with me too.
Dang, what kind of
the
mom?
phones and the controllers.
You're strong.
So mean, wasn't I?
Dang.
That was a mean mom.
So we had something called burner phones, and we used those.
Yeah, it's gonna be up all night, especially on a weekday. You gotta go to bed. You gotta get your education the next day.
Sharon, like, I gotta go to bed. You all go to bed too.
That's right. Y'all go to bed too. It's bedtime. That's right.
Always interesting watching the anticipation.
Sharon, I have one question.
Pardon me?
What is sleep?
Yes.
I have a question. What is sleep?
I know. What is sleep? I know. What is it?
Yeah, why
I didn't play. I did not play. I'm sorry. I guess I was being mom, wasn't I? But I still am sometime, aren't I? Yeah, I'm gonna take that phone.
You learn about sleep once you get rid of them kids. Get them kids out of your house. You learn about what sleep is. It's them kids that create lack of sleep for all kinds of reasons.
Oh no,
exactly. Exactly. Hey, I let my children know the computer, the phone, that's a luxury. That's not a necessity.
Yeah.
You earn that privilege, right?
Well, again, each to their own. Each to their own.
That's a necessity. That's not a necessity. That's a luxury.
Yeah, I remember being on the internet and somebody picking up the phone. Mom!
Yeah.
there went my game.
Yeah, I remember back when I was playing Quake. That was a Quake. I think it was Quake 2, and we were on dial-up, and it's playing.
Oh yeah,
you're like in the middle of a big match, and you're kicking ass. You're like, yeah, and all of a sudden, they pick up the phone because you forget to do that star or whatever that would. And it's like, oh, there it is. That's it. That's done now. All my buddies are like, thanks for dropping out.
Yeah, you fucking prick.
Yeah, thanks for dropping out. We lost because of you. I'm like, no, we lost because I suck. And so do you.
Yeah. My children, my older two children just shake their head now because they feel like I let my youngest just get away with everything. They're like, really?
That's because you
couldn't get away with nothing.
Yeah, you too tired now.
I'm too tired now.
Right, exactly right.
I don't know. I guess because she's just the baby, right? But I really do. I guess it's just getting better to put my foot down and be being mama again, right? Okay, it says anyone with a Fire TV can sign up for Amazon Luna gaming streaming service now.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're available to sign up as of February the 25th. You can. It's easier to become and get into an early access programming.
And you have to buy the controller though. Keep that in mind. Which is $50. I mean,
can't you Bluetooth any controller though?
No, because with Luna is because the controller is actually the device that's doing the streaming. Your Fire Stick or Fire device is nothing but a display. So the Luna controller is actually that's what connects to your modem and has the access. So you've got to have the game pad, which again, it's not bad, $50, and you can use your Fire TVs or other devices as basically the display.
Okay. $50. I have to wait till that go on sale. I'm too far for that.
I've been waiting too, but I don't know. I'm like, I'm going to get that, and am I going to really use it? Probably not.
Probably
So,
not.
so do I want to invest? I mean, I've got the Raspberry Pis. I've got so many other ways that I could play. It's like buy it to try it, just to say, okay, I had it. Now I'm gonna set it in the box.
Yeah, exactly.
PSA, thank God that Amazon owns Whole Foods because maybe they accept EBT. Maybe I can buy it off of EBT or else like EBT and get it, I don't know.
Anybody with a Fire TV should drive to Best Buy.
Well, I've got 3 shields now, and I love them.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's like a lot of people crying that's got the shields, because I jumped on Reddit, which I tend to not been on Reddit a lot, but I went ahead trying to help people on Reddit, and oh my gosh, the there is a lot of hate on Reddit, more than other places.
Yeah.
Hey, Dabs, but
Yeah.
isn't that only happening on the 19 shield?
I don't think so. I think if you had Google Play and it's on, I think people have had it. I mean, I've also seen reports of people that said that they had 19 updated on their device, then they uninstalled it and went and downloaded directly from the official website, installed it, and then the Google Play still updated it, which I think it's because Google Play still had their results cached, like it had that was in their apps list.
Yeah,
my apps.
I don't know if there's a way on well, it's linked to your Google account anyway.
Mm-hmm.
On your phone. If you go into your Google account on your phone, you can actually change your ID number for your Google Play Store account. And it doesn't get rid of anything. It doesn't. It just it's just like you're a new person. And it keeps everything you have now. But when you go back in, and it usually takes a day or two, and when you go back in to get an app, it's like a new person.
Yeah.
Most.
I mean, the other thing you can really do is basically if you know that it's going to update, always do a backup of any of your builds that you already have. And then, you can save somewhere else. Like I'll back up all of my builds, and
or just
in actuality, people, what happened was it actually updated the 19th on mine, but luckily for me, I already had mine already updated, so I had to just go back and get the 18.9 and just do it again. I mean, it's a bit more work, but better than starting it all over again. It takes you hours to get it all organized again. You know what I mean?
Or you take the palm of your hand, put it to your forehead, and then go get a fork.
Which that's my next video today, because I'm getting ready to. That's my first job, is to show people. I've created a list where people had given me URLs to forks that I was allowed to post, and I created a list that's had hyperlinks, and I'm going to show how to simply install a fork, and then, like Muad'Dib said, then there's no problem. You've got no problems.
And it won't update unless you
nope.
Okay, it doesn't update. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I wonder what the oldest fork is out there that somebody has that was made.
What do you mean?
That's still working. Just a fork that's still working.
Don't know about the oldest.
Like from a build, like.
That's a good question.
Maybe 17.2. Maybe, I don't know. I'm guessing.
Yeah. Mike says, "What the fork is going on here?"
What the fork is going on here?
It'd be interesting to see if someone has a fork from like a really old build.
That's a big echo.
Hey, I actually was going to call the one of the videos. Hold on, Charles. One of the video I was going to make today for the forks, I was going to name it "What the Fork."
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Because you remember Solus had that. It was a add-on back in the day. It was called What the Fork. So well, hey, let me jump off here. I'm gonna jump off here and try to create my videos before it gets too late in the day. My live show. Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Thank y'all.
You have a good one.
Peace out.
Afternoon at 5.
Yep.
Take care, Dad.
See y'all. Bye.
Later.
Eastern. Okay. Also, real quick before I go on to the next piece of news, if you are interested, and I post to paper posted earlier up here. Let me see. It may be way up earlier. I just see it when paper posted again. But if you are interested in getting a formula, you are welcome to go to our MS7 Telegram group or Papers Telegram group and say that Shrinking Sharon sent you. Formulas are great. They do have a dedicated. They do have the My TV, which is dedicated. You can put premium or VOD in it. If you want to upgrade from the Fire Stick and you're not ready to get you're not quite ready to get a shield, which shields are great too. We love our shields. We love our Fire Sticks. So I'm not hating on either one of them. But this is always, once again, I want to make it very clear. This is always a suggestion. This is what I love, what I like to use, and stuff. And full disclosure, the first formula I ever had was on a Trooper show when I won it from Giorgio. When I was on that show, on Trooper show, I remember they was like, the next time I get on this show, we're gonna give away this formula. And I jumped on the show, and Giorgio gave me the formula. So that was my first experience ever with the formula, and I fell in love with it. So that was my first experience ever with a formula, and that was my first formula Z8 is the one I wanted.
Asha has a question.
Sharon. Question.
Okay. How does my TV compare with TV Mate? How does it compare? Well, one thing is once you get a formula, I know that you I guess that okay, I'm sorry. Somebody said something that threw me off for a second. TV Mate, I believe. Well, I've never really had TV Mate, so I really can't compare it. I mean, I did have TV Mate for a short time. I never really. I guess you would have to ask somebody who's had both of them to compare, which would be paper. I guess had both of them, right?
Yeah, for me, the biggest difference is I think my TV is more like the cable experience, cable TV experience, the way it's laid out. My TV Mate, both of them work super well. Don't get me wrong, but I use them both. I have TV Mate on my Shield, and I use my TV on the Formula. I think if I had the choice, I would go with my TV if I could put it on my Shield and use it. Only because it just seems to work a little bit smoother for what I do with it. The TV Guide part of it seems to be I like the TV Guide layout. And it's it's very similar to the Mayfair Guide. So I don't know. I just like I like the My TV setup better than I do TV Mate. It seems to be more functional and easy to navigate and move around and do what you want to do with it. There's more options as far as how you want it to be, how you want it to look. And it just, I don't know, it updates all, it's all around better than TV Mate, just in little parts. So I don't know if that helps your question, Asha, or not. But myself, I would rather, if like I said, if I could get my TV onto my Shield, I would use my TV over TV Mate. My opinion.
Yeah. And like I say, always when we talk about the formula, whatever device it is, whoever you go to, is always your personal preference. Is what you can afford. I wouldn't tell you to get something and say, "Oh, you better get this or else." Everything is your personal preference, what you like and stuff. I love my cube. I love my. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that's another good thing. What Maud just
Paper.
said. Better than TV Mate.
Go ahead.
And it's free.
Wait a minute, let's see. I may have not seen what he said.
Yeah, okay. Mods.
Yeah, and it's free, right? Once you get the formula, you always have it. You don't have to pay a yearly fee for it. You don't have to pay a lifetime, which may end whatever. It comes with the box. And I was about to say it before I asked you to go ahead and say that, because I had tried TV Mate a long time ago, but it's been so long ago. I couldn't really remember how to compare it really. So I didn't want to give a not right answer for it. That's why I said I really never got into it. You know.
You're welcome,
but
Asha.
I would not choose one, I've had different devices on different things and stuff, and I like them all for different reasons. I wouldn't say that, I love this one better over this one, over that one. I like them for different reasons. I like the Fire Stick for what it did. I like the Cube for what it did. I like the Shield for what it does. I like the formula for what it does.
That's true.
Even down to the Roku for what it does. I like different things for what it do. I'm not going to say that, you better buy this device over that device. I like the different devices for what they do. But like I said, the formula I absolutely love. I love the way the setup is so easy. It's 1, 2, 3. It's not hard to set up. It's with ease. Whether it's the formula CC, whether it's the formula C8, whether it's the formula Pro, whether it's the formula any of the formulas.
Yeah,
I'm not missing the formula GT. Is just the ease of use, the ease of setting up. I like the fact that you could use it if you're a advanced streamer as we are, or whether you're not a streamer. Especially with the formula CC, you don't have to be a advanced person. You could just stick your antenna to it and put your tuner to it, and boom, you got all your locals and stuff. You can record off of it, and stuff. I just like the different things that the formula does and stuff. And so, that's why I like the formula, But do I like my devices for what I like my devices for? Do I love talking about the formula? Yes, because I love my personal experience about it. Yeah. I love the personal experience that I have with the formulas in my home and stuff. Do I have more than one Shield? Yes, I have more than one Shield in my home. Do I have more than one formula in my home? Yes, I have more than one formula in my home. Do I have more than one fire device in my home? Yes, I do. But I love my ease of use of my formulas. So that's why I talk about them all the time. So, yeah.
Amen.
And like I said, when I talk about a device, I talk about the formula, it's my suggestion. I'm not putting a gun to anybody's head. This is what I love. This is what I talk about. This is what I'll continue to talk about. And it's your choice. You have a choice to buy it. You have a choice to come to our group and say, hey, reach out to Storm and say, hey, I'm interested. I want to know more about that formula. And she will guide you to what to do from that point on, But it's always a choice. I don't live in your house. I'm always talking about balling on a budget and stuff. It's your choice. You have a choice to come there freely, and you can say, hey, and then and come to her, and she'll tell you from that point on what to do. So yeah.
Yep.
I
I
prefer the
love my
Formula
chocolate.
GT if you prefer your Android interface. Lunches and peanut butter. Here go peanut butter. And he can tell you some more about the Formula too, because he had great
The what?
experience with his the Formula.
No, I know nothing about them.
Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, the Formula GT. If you prefer Android
Well,
interface other
TK.
than the models and the customized launchers, and yes, that's another thing I forgot to mention when I showed it. They have different interfaces. So that one that I showed, that was just one interface, and I'm totally forgot to show it when I showed the Formula. But the next time I show one, I will show you that you have different interfaces that you can pick from. You know, I just like the one that shows when you just take it out the box. But they do have different interfaces and
Yeah,
stuff. And you can put a launcher on there as well.
yeah,
Because I did play
you can
around with it
customize them.
afterwards. You can customize it. You can put a launcher on there. Like we talked about the launchers you can put on the Fire Stick. You can put a launcher on there if you want to put a launcher on there. Because I did play with it some more.
And Sim, you keep saying shield for life. I got a shield too, but anymore,
I got several shields.
yeah, and anymore I use my my formulas more than the shield.
Yeah. What I'm saying, I
Me
agree with you
too.
too. I haven't got a formula, so I don't know how it works. But I mean,
Well,
I've
they,
never said,
the GTV has the same interface. It's an Android TV
Mhm.
OS,
Okay.
which is the same thing the shield runs.
Okay.
The other models, that's what I was talking about. The other models have their own launcher, which is the same across the boxes. So you get the same experience regardless of the model you're getting of the other models. And the nice thing about that is it doesn't matter if you're getting an Alpha, a Neo, or a CC, which is their, I believe, the newest. It's going to be the same interface, so it's going to be what you're used to.
Yeah.
And personally, I like it because I like simplified launchers, and it's simple, but it has everything up front that you need, including being able to show you right there. If there's a firmware update, a My TV update, or whatever, it's right. It's all right there. If you're someone that has the Re keyboard or one of the other small keyboards,
Yep.
it's got the button right there on the home screen to be able to pair them up. Plus, I have to say, I really like that new Bluetooth remote of theirs.
I can't wait.
I love that Bluetooth remote too.
Yep.
Yes.
To say it does not feel cheap is an understatement. It's weighted. It fits your hand perfectly. And it's just got a really good feel to it.
Mm-hmm. And I want to say one more thing since you mentioned gaming. Yeah, I want to say one more thing real quick about the Formula 2. Since you mentioned gaming, you can game on the Formula. You really can.
You can the shield.
Some retro games on a flash drive or something. Stick that sucker in, because remember it has more than one port for gaming, and they do have gaming remotes. Go to Storm, you can get some gaming remotes, and for the Formula, and you can game on there.
Yep.
You definitely can game on the Formula. So the Formula, you can game on there.
Oh, and I got a question, Sharon. Because I haven't been around. I've been doing other projects for a good while now. I do know on Amazon back, God, it's probably been a year now, maybe or more. When we all got that K16, that little bit larger keyboard that had the 3 different Bluetooth channels on it that you can connect to 3 different devices. You can't get that on Amazon anymore, if I remember right. And do you know if they have any other model out like that one where you can pair it with multiple devices?
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that question? I'm sorry. I was typing something.
No problem. No problem. You remember
I'm sorry.
the
I'm sorry. I was typing something.
Oh, no problem. You remember that Re K16 keyboard that we all got about a year and a half ago, right?
Right.
Do you know if Re has any other keyboards that have multiple Bluetooth buttons on it like that one does, where you can pair it with multiple devices?
Not yet. The one that they come out with after that did not have that feature.
Okay, because anywhere you go to get them, they're not cheap. If you can still get a K16, they're expensive.
Yeah, I have one that's brand new sitting here.
Yeah, and I've got mine. I use it all the time.
And then we've got one that we use, and then I've got the brand new one still sitting here. So
yeah, so I know they got hard to get, and then they just you couldn't get them on Amazon at all anymore.
Yeah.
Hi, Mikey.
And that was the best feature about them. Other than I like the fact that they were sturdy, well built, but it had where you could pair to 4 different devices.
4 different devices. Yep.
So it made it kind of an all-in-one for your house, where you could go from room to room, hit a button, and switch it to the other room,
or mess around with people in the other rooms.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, yeah, I'm probably going to end up on a search soon to try to find another one like that. If Free doesn't have one, I may have to go with a different brand trying to find it. But
I've got one. We can discuss things, you know.
You guys can collaborate.
How's Mike and how's Maud? How's Marcos?
How's it going, Mike?
Hello,
Marcos?
everybody.
Beautiful out today.
Yeah,
It sure is. It's beautiful every day.
Don't stop, you bastard.
I love you too, Mike.
You're only human.
It's a nice, cool, comfortable 78 degrees.
piss off.
Marcos, what's the weather in Mexico?
-1.
So, paper.
Yes.
If you get a chance, check out the RK707.
RK707. Does it have all those functions?
No, it doesn't. No, but it's got something else.
Chances are I probably can't get them here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's 79 degrees. So are you fainting yet, Simi Tech?
Wow.
Marcos.
Did you find the thing?
Huh?
Did you pull it up on your computer? Did you pull it up on your computer, the thing, or you just
Oh yeah, but I mean
the remote?
That's kind of top secret stuff.
Okay. I'm interested in that blue. Oh, Sasha says I'm interested in that multi Bluetooth pairing remote.
Oh, that yeah. We got to find one. What I found, that RK707, it's a dual controller. It's the keypad with the touchpad, and you flip a switch, flip it over, and it's a gamepad.
Oh yeah.
And it's got a D-pad, joystick controllers, and all that.
Oh my
wow,
goodness.
that's neat. I like that. That sounds interesting.
And if you're one of the people that flip out playing games, it's even got a lanyard outlet to where you can put a little wrist strap on it.
One second, and I'll share
Rick
mine.
got an R2 Mini 18 Plus.
I'm trying to get it set up here, and I'll share my screen.
Okay,
Wow.
okay. Let me know when you're ready.
Maud, how much does it cost?
It's about $30 Prime, $28.99.
Okay. It should be on there, Sharon.
Okay, 1 second. Let me see.
And
No,
that
I don't
is
see it
from the
pop up. I didn't. Okay, I'm sorry.
Let me help. I'm trying to find it here.
There you go. Oh, that's. I think I've seen that remote before.
Ooh, okay.
Are you gonna post that in MS7 or in your group too?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I sure can.
So it sounds like
Really
it's about $40 here. That's not too bad.
That's pretty nice.
Okay.
I need to scrap these. I dropped that.
Really
sucker.
nice.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said it's nice. It's got that little lanyard outlet on it. For those that get kind of excited gaming, they can put a wrist strap on it like they got for cell phones and all, and cameras.
Wow, that's nice.
So yeah.
And it's cheap too. Cheap too.
Well,
Yep. And that's directly from the store there on Amazon.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that would be a good solution for a multi-purpose room. I know, like a lot of people that get the controllers, this wouldn't be something for them. This would be more for the game. I would think for the games like the older NES emulators, stuff like that.
Right.
If you're wanting to really get into gaming, you'll still want to get one of the regular controllers. But for a person just getting into it, this may be a good option as well.
Okay, they $70 here usually,
Wow,
but
really
they're having
nice.
it for $38 here. It's not too bad.
Mm.
I really like that one.
Well, now.
Well, I can stand there. Not that I have a lot of money. But,
Right.
And I do like that on that keypad.
Canuck Gal, check your telegram.
That it's got the you can tap the touchpad with different gestures for mouse button use, but it also has mouse buttons on it.
Yeah, I see that.
So if you're used to one way or the other with them keyboards, you can go either route. So that's kind of neat.
Telling me to check my telegram, Sharon?
No, I said Canuck Girl. I'm sorry, Canuck Girl.
Oh,
Canuck Gal.
okay.
Hi,
Yeah,
Carl.
that's a cool remote. I like that remote. I like that. That's a nice gaming remote. Really nice.
And
really nice.
Yeah, but I'm posting it now in our Telegram groups.
Mm-hmm. Really nice. Let me see. Good morning, Quentin. Who else did I miss? Good morning, Miss Nell. Good morning, Carl.
What's up, Carl?
Did I miss anybody else?
Good morning, Carl.
Nope, I think I missed. Got everybody.
Yeah. Anyone else I missed? I don't know who I missed while I was lost in controller reread land.
Hi, paper.
Yes.
Hi, paper.
Hi, Sam. Hi, Sam.
Yes.
Hi, paper.
I know we're down to.
Hi, Sam.
Watching another realm.
I know we're down to like about 30 minutes, so I think we're gonna need to go here because I did put in the title about the mental health this morning. So do we still need to? I recall my formula didn't like Netflix because it required a mouse. That's why I didn't have an add-on. Okay.
I think that's resolved.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Did you? It may be resolved. If you have an update, it may be resolved. So you may want to try again, Connect Gal. First for your for the Netflix on your formula.
And since I got my desktop running, I haven't used any of my devices.
Yeah. Well, you've got a pretty good desktop.
And like you can turn on ad blockers for YouTube and stuff, everything.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Hey, TJ, that has happened, by the way, several times.
Okay. Your main goal was to have you split during. Okay. So, paper. You still want to talk about the mental health?
Yeah, we can
about
just touch on it real quick because I know it was going to be just a real quick. We had talked about it was just making it a real quick follow or ending, I guess, because we ran out of time last week, the week before, towards the end of what we were going to talking about with the shaming. So just wanted to pretty much touch on that real quick, and then in that. I guess in that show that we ran out of time for. So.
Okay.
Let's see here.
I'll let you start.
All right.
Or you want me, however you want to do it.
I'm looking for what you had sent me earlier.
Okay. I sent you anything today. I found some stuff.
Okay, yeah. So for those whoever didn't know what we were talking about before, on the show last time we had the mental health show, we were talking about shaming, and how it affects people, what the aftermath can be, how severe it can be, and we really got pretty deep into the conversation, and then we were, like I said, we ran out of time to kind of close it off. And I know that I think Sharon and I had talked that it's, with what's going on right now, again, it seems in the streaming community, it seems to be some things still boiling over, and it can be very easy to be shaming, and causing sometimes detrimental damage to somebody or something without even realizing it. It's easy to do. It's easy to fall into that category on either end of it. So, see you later, TK.
Later, man.
Thanks for
Yeah.
coming
Have a
over,
good.
brother.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
But so that was what I wanted to touch on today, was just how serious it really can be with and very easy sometimes without you even knowing that you've done it. So I don't know if anyone on the panel has any thoughts on that. And I still can't find what you had sent me, Sharon. I'm trying to
Okay.
think. Did you send it to me, or did you send it to put it in the Pieces of Eight group? Oh,
I put stuff in the Pieces of Eight group, but I didn't put anything about shaming
okay.
in the Pieces of Eight group.
Okay.
I put some stuff about just
No,
some
I
stuff in
mean,
general.
it was before from last week.
The stuff before last week, you would have to scroll way up because we
Good
talked since
morning,
then.
people.
Yeah. Okay.
So it would be kind of way up because we talked since then. So you would have to scroll kind of up, up, up.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
hmm
So yeah, I think this was the one we were talking about too, the reduced shame and self-criticism. Now it was for the
hmm
self-shaming, and I think a lot of the self-shaming starts with being shamed from someone else. In my opinion, most self-shaming doesn't start just because of yourself. Um,
hmm
Usually somebody has said something repetitively, or even just one time, and it gets to you. The person may be self-conscious about something anyway, and then you say something. One person says something, and then it's a quick spiral down. Um, and it's like I said at the beginning. Sometimes people can say something that don't even realize that they're saying something to somebody that causes that spiral. Um, and it can very well be both ways. The person that is down can say something that can cause you know uh, things to start going downhill with the other person as well. So um, I know I'm reading here one of the
Yes.
things that Sharon had sent, just thoughts that for people that have been shamed, and how to reduce your own self shame and self criticism.
hmm
Um, and the top one says, "I am enough.
hmm
Um, I'm flawed and make mistakes, and that's okay. I don't need to be perfect. I accept myself. Everybody has struggles and makes mistakes. In this way, I'm like everyone else. I am completely lovable just as I am. Um, I don't need others to validate my self worth. I don't need to please everyone all of the time. I'm trying to get my screen up here to be shared.
Let me see. I'm sorry.
There we
I'll
go.
click on it.
There we go. I know in my heart that I'm enough. My struggles and imperfections don't define me. I will continue to change and grow from a place of self-acceptance. I will offer myself love and compassion. I am completely lovable just as I am today. And again, I am enough. So
Yes.
I know to me, I get. I say I stay in a state of mind that I have to make things perfect. Um, I'm constantly struggling with the perfect word, to say in the perfect sentence, the perfect conversation, the perfect explanation. Putting a picture, hanging a picture up on the wall, it has to be perfectly level.
Never again.
What happened?
I say repeating it over and over again because
Oh, yeah, yeah.
even though other people may not think about it, you're feeling ashamed of it because you don't think it's good enough for other people.
Right. And, and that was all because of from one person just telling me that I'm never going to be as good as someone else.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's hard to, it's very hard to climb out of that hole. And sometimes we never do. Like, with me, it was as a child, and I'm still struggle with it. So it's easy to put someone in self shame, and it can be, again, like I said, just from one time of saying, Sharon, your hands are ugly,
Mm-hmm.
and that may be all it takes.
Yep. Then I'm obsessing over my hands.
And so just got to be very, very careful with what you say to people, and especially if it doesn't matter, if it's irrelevant and doesn't affect you in your everyday life, then why do you feel that you need to put someone in a position where they could fall into that spiral downhill? If Sharon, I'm going to pick on you. if Sharon is into a certain type of music, and I don't like hearing her music playing in the background when we're on the phone with each other, and I tell her, that music you listen to is just really retarded. It's
Mm-hmm.
not anything I would ever listen to. Only idiots listen to that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that may be music that her mom or someone, maybe something very, very heartfelt to her, or very sincere to her, serious, something that she listened to with her mom, and before her mom passed away. I don't know that,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. So and for me to say that, does her listening to that music really affect me?
Mm-hmm.
No, not at all. Does her music have anything to do with what I'm going to do for the rest of my day, for the rest of that week? No, it's not affecting me, not one bit. So why even bother say something that you don't know anything about? Why you don't know why?
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at with it all. And it kind of I can kind of sit back and look at not just our community, not just the streaming community, but a lot of other places in YouTube, and a lot of places
Like,
in neighborhoods and families, my family, and see trends, and it's crazy what some people think that is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's really bothersome to me that to see people that I care about and that I love get hurt over something so absurd, as saying something to them that has no effect to them whatsoever. I've seen it with my daughter. I've seen it with all kinds of people that I love and care about. In the community, I've seen it, and it's sad that. But like I said, it's very easy to do that, you know. And TJ, yeah, laughter, man. I'll tell you, having fun and laughing is, and that's one of the great things about the people that I associate with on this in this community. I love having a good time. Obviously, I'm pretty sure that most of you that listen to me or see me on the streams, I'm laughing a lot of the times.
Yeah.
Because laughter's one of the best medicines there
That's
is.
medicine. Right.
And
Right. I mean, half of the comedians, unfortunately, are. That's why they went into comedy to make other
exactly.
people laugh or to laugh to escape a
Yep.
lot of the pain.
Absolutely. So that's my opening thing on it all. I don't, if anyone has anything to add to it that's here on the panel, I mean, go for it, or even in the chat. If you want to come on and add something to that, or say what you think about it, that's how I feel about it. It irritates me, and it really upsets me seeing unnecessary shaming, unnecessary
Right.
bullying. It's all it pisses me off. Is what it does, and
Right. Right.
it's unnecessary. It's I don't know. I mean, sometimes
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
saying things in fun is one thing, um,
Mhm.
and then saying that same, all it takes is a change of tone,
Yeah.
Right. Right.
and it totally changes the
Exactly.
meaning
Communication.
of. Yep, you can totally change the meaning of one word just with the tone of your voice, and
Hmm.
so yeah,
Um. Mhm. Could you post the Could you change over to the picture of the umbrella, the shame umbrella?
the shame umbrella.
Yeah, it's right below. Well, it's past the that big
Is
S
it something?
umbrella, that big S.
Is it something you sent me?
Go
And
down to the S. Yeah, it's something that I sent you. It's right below um the S, and then it's the umbrella. It's a black umbrella. I could resend it to you because I'm looking on your what I sent you.
private.
I'll resend it to you. Yes, I'm private. Yeah, that I sent you. Step what I just sent you, what you just read. It's right below that.
I don't know. Mine's
You're
not very
scrolling
fun.
the wrong
I
direction.
resend
You
it
need
to
to
Yeah,
you,
send
even
it to
though.
it's down
I'm all
toward
the
the
way at the
bottom.
bottom.
Where is it? Where is it?
I'm resending it to you.
There
Got
it
it.
Or
is.
you could have looked in the Telegram. You could have looked in Pieces of Eight, but I just sent it to you here.
There we go.
Right there. hmm And if I pull this down, I forgot. Okay. Oh, let me read this. I kept it up for a reason. But you already hit on it though anyway. Well, you see it. So let me go down. It says I talk to most shows. My partner is supposed is surprised, but it's good outlet for me. Be respectful. Yes, I love that
Yep.
post. Oh, thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, daughter. Yes, yes. I wanted to talk about this right here. Anybody on the panel before I go want to say anything? Anybody on the panel
On what? Yeah, on what we were
have
talking about,
anything they'd
what I
like
was
to say?
talking about.
What paper was saying?
Uh,
Mm, okay. Okay, this right here with the shame umbrella.
Good job,
A
guys.
lot of
Good
times
job.
shame comes from things. Yeah,
Glad
great job.
glad we could help you.
I love your exactly. I love
Glad,
your comments, man.
glad we could help. Glad we could
A
help.
lot of times shame comes from things in your past. I know. A lot of times shame comes from things in your past or things that you may still be going through. So a lot of times when you shame people, it's not about them, the person you're shaming, it's about you. A
Yeah.
lot of times it may come from sexual abuse, it may come from a divorce, it may come from abandonment, it may come from emotional neglect, it may come from insomnia. You're just sleepy and you're lashing it out on people. I do that a lot. I'm guilty of that. I ain't gonna lie. If I'm sleepy, I'm bad at lashing it out on people and later on I have to say I'm sorry. That's no excuse just
What's
because I was tired. I took it out on you.
what is sleep?
Insomnia. When you're sleepy, I know what is sleep, right? It come out on harassment. It may come out
Yeah.
on medical trauma, emotional neglect. Um, it may come out on perfectionism. You know, you want to be perfect. It may come out on. I'm trying to make this a little bit bigger. Gaslighting. Remember we talked about gaslighting one week. It may come out on ageism, sexual assault, racism, sexism, individualism, infertility, physical abuse, violence, death of loved ones because you lost somebody, a loss of a job, poverty, because you're poor, social insomnia, mental illness, bullying, ableism, excessive exorcism, shopping, relationship, gambling, sex, workism, bias, biasness,
Craziness.
alcoholism, drug use, dieting, eating disorder, and perfection. I could have swore I skipped something. Invalidation and infertility.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
on one of those topics
Illness.
there, the eating,
Mhm. Eating
and the
disorder.
yeah,
Mhm.
I that so and I told you guys, I think, what was it, 2 shows ago, that there was going to be a special little pop up. I don't know if it's going to be live or recorded, but and I'd be working on it. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you what it is. I know I'm good friends with a person that had an eating disorder, and dealt with that, and he wants to come on and talk with everybody, or do a video that for everybody. He talks to people now about the eating disorders. Um, I think he lost like 400 pounds or something like that.
Definitely eating disorder.
Yeah. So yeah, he's wanting to he wanted to come on and either do, like I said, either do a video or talk live on the come on the panel one day. But he is a truck driver and works nights, and then he was sick last week. So it's been kind of hard getting scheduling it, but I am working on that, and we will have like I said, either a show or just a pop up video on the channel. So just wanted to touch on that because I know I had mentioned it and told everybody that there was going to be something coming up, but I didn't want everybody thinking that I forgot about it. So that's what is going to be coming up. So wanted to hit that real quick.
Uh,
Yeah.
I do have one thing to say or point out on it. If you're going to go say something, the main thing, because they're just like the umbrella image shows all the different types.
Mhm.
There's one on there that's key above most, at least to me, and that's the invalidation. Because if you're going to say something that invalidates anything about someone, then most likely that's something you shouldn't even be saying.
Right.
And that can be invalidation of anything. Like the majority of things on that list of the umbrella in one form or another involves the invalidation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one, if you're not going to remember all of them, that's the main one to remember, because so many things can fall under that.
Yeah.
And by remembering that, if it's negative or invalidates something about someone, that's taking something away from them. And it's not about taking away, it's about giving.
Yeah.
And that's where the concentration needs to be on, in my opinion.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Mhm.
Definitely appreciate
Yeah.
the input, because
Definitely.
there's so many.
Mhm.
That's just that was one of the reasons with doing this, is there's so many people that you just don't know how many people are really dealing with something, and it could be they're right on the edge, and something so small could be what pushes them over the edge.
As they say, the straw that broke the camel's back.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
a lot of times, go ahead.
And I was just saying, yeah, and so many people out there don't say anything about what's bothering them. Like me, I didn't for 40 years. I did not talk about anything that was bothering me. If I was mad, what's wrong? So I'd be asked what's wrong. Oh, nothing.
Yeah.
I never
It's
talked
also
about anything when it comes to my emotions.
because of fear of rejection, for all the difficulties you've
Exactly.
been through in your life. It's all part of the experience you go through. And that sort of puts you like in a, you shield yourself from other people because you're afraid of what how they're going to use this information when they know about you.
How they'll
You know what
think
I mean?
and what they'll say.
Right.
Yeah.
And a lot
Most people have something, no matter how minor, and sometimes they don't even realize it, and it's because of stress from work or something like that even. So it's always best to look at things in the light of that positivity and building up, not tearing down no matter what, because that way, whether you hit on something that's important to them and helps them or not, everyone appreciates the positiveness or the buildup compared to the invalidation, the tearing down. So it's the best rule to live by.
Yeah. For sure. Hey, Troop.
Hey,
Yes.
Troop.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Triple Loop. Also, I want to say definitely a lot of times when couples break up or even friendships break up, a lot of times they don't break out of friendship or break up as a couple because of what's really bothering them. A lot of times, as Maldiv said, the straw that broke the camel's back, sometimes it be the minutest thing that they fell out about. But it's not really about that. It's about something major that's been building up. And then the littlest thing is what they fall out about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I liked what you were saying there at the beginning, Sharon. It's not about what they're talking about. A lot of times it's about what they're not talking about.
Right. Right. It's
Yeah.
been something that's been broiling and broiling and broiling, and they just kept putting it to the side, putting it to the side, and putting it to the side. And then by the time they finally fall out, it's about something so minor, it's unreal. But they should have been talked about. They should have been worked on it. They should have been, communicated about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dalton, I wanted to say we really appreciate you being here. We appreciate Octavia. We appreciate everyone in the chat that's here, because you could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be here. And we really appreciate each and every one of you that come out, whether it's here for streaming or whether you're here for our Pieces of 8 Mental Health shows. We really do appreciate each and every one of you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, let me see if I see anything else on here that we want to. Oh, I want to say another thing too. I posted this morning in our Pieces Bait group this morning. I want to touch on real quick. Let's see what if it decides to pull up. We might think about it. Okay, I posted this earlier this morning. And I want to read it. Oh, real quick. 11 signs of shame. But no, before I do that, 11 signs of shame, I want to read this. The forgiveness is not about forgetting. Forgiveness about remembering without pain. So if someone shames you and you do decide to forgive them, it's not about always you necessarily forgetting what they did or you feeling weak or a sign of weakness. It's about forgiving them, but you can remember it without the pain. It's for
Is it?
yourself
Are you
because
talking
it
about
takes
the?
more strength.
You talking about the S
Pardon me?
thing? Are you talking about the S thing? The post, the 5 things, the 5 steps.
No, not that. 5 steps. It's Let me see. 11 signs. I posted
Oh,
in
okay.
MS7, but
Okay. I
I'll
got
send it to you real quick if you so you can
I
show
got
it
I
up.
got I got it pulled up
One second.
so I can show it.
No, it's not the S. I'm finna send it to you.
Yeah, the 11 signs you're suffering from toxic shame.
Yeah,
Yeah, right there.
I'll go through that really quick. Yeah, before we end real quick. Okay. 11 signs you're suffering from toxic shame. Loathing and low self-esteem. That's number one. And number two is self marathon and self vandalism. Number three is feeling and being a fraud or a phony. Number four is dysfunctional relationships with others. Number five is self sabotage and feeling chronic unworthiness. Number seven is frequent and feeling a sense of irreparable guilt. Number eight is addictive tendencies. Number nine is people pleasing, perfectionism. And number 11 is an emergency or defensive persona. So those are 11 signs you're suffering from toxic shame. Does anybody have any thing they'd like to say on them?
No.
I think that I mean the all of it happens. You know,
Right.
and the one that bothers me the most about all of that is the self sabotage.
Yes.
You know, and it happens a lot. I've done
Mm-hmm.
it more than once.
Mm-hmm.
And um, it's hard to get out of that dip for me. It was that was the hardest one to get out of that dip, so that when it does happen, that it's almost like just a total destructive pattern. When you get to that
Mm-hmm.
point, that the self sabotage, it's just a matter of destroying everything around you.
Yeah.
Um, and so it's really not just self sabotage. It could, because it does affect everything that you're involved with when you get to that point, or it does for me. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I've been there a few times.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really the one that stands out to me the most. Um,
Yeah.
and just for me, it was just having the right people around me
Mm-hmm.
to get pulled out.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes, it says great list. Anybody for anybody to check for themselves. Yes, it is. Also, on here, people pleasing. It's a lot of people that does a lot of people pleasing. Even though they feel shame, they don't feel like they'll do whatever they can to please people. Um, even though they feel like it's wrong what they're doing. You're in a dysfunctional relationship. You know that person's treating you wrong, but you'll stay in that relationship anyway. You know. Another thing is addictive tendencies. Um, what's another one on here that stood up to me on here? Angry and defensive. You're very angry all the time. You're acting very defensive. Everything is always somebody else's fault, never your fault. So but that's pretty much the other thing. The other two things I wanted to and then the last thing I want to say is we cannot grow when we are in shame, and we cannot use shame to change ourselves or others. And that's the last thing I wanted to say real quick.
on Stuart's comment, he said he felt shame last week when he brought up the Roku. If you're talking about like
Oh,
what
okay.
all went on in the groups with the like you felt shame because of what people were saying, is that what it is? If it is, then I want to explain something. If that's what he's talking about. And I don't mean to put him on the spot either. So if he doesn't want to say, that's fine as well. And I'll still say what I'm thinking. Because what I'm thinking is, um, you know, the streaming community, the this all of the small communities within YouTube, whether it be streaming, mental health, automotive repair, whatever it may be, so when people with YouTube start doing the same types of material, they get in their little communities, and so with the streaming community, it's pretty much kind of like a job site. You go into the factory and you got a bunch of people working together, and we joke. People joke about things, and so if it made you feel shame, if that's what you're referring to, then I apologize for making you feel that way. It wasn't actually meant towards you at all. What the jokes that we were making, I think, was just a matter of jokes about the device.
And
There's so many people that started with the
it,
Roku.
I'll,
Go ahead,
I'll add
Mamo.
this. It's not the first time someone said something like that. So if you get offended, if you feel that hurt you or in some way or something, it's common to see that kind of thing. So take it for what it is.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah, yeah. Nothing really is personal. It's just a matter of joking around in groups or on a stream. Nothing really is aimed at one person. If it is aimed at a person directly, then that name is going to come up.
Yeah.
Someone's going to point out, a name and say something. Um, you know, and But as far as yeah, joking about a device, and that comes up a lot. Sharon has been beat up over the Roku for how long now, Sharon?
Months.
Years.
Years.
you know, but it's all in fun, and that's the thing. It's definitely all in fun, and a lot of people start with the Roku, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. So yeah, so many people just joke about it. People joke about the Fire Stick. So it's okay. Just don't take please don't take a lot of stuff personal, and because it's not really not ever personal.
Yeah, when it comes to devices, everyone on this panel will tell you it's about preference. What works for you?
Yes.
Just like any type of Cody setup, any type of APK you use, it's personal preference.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with devices.
Yeah.
We all have our own thoughts on devices. We have ones we prefer over others. And inevitably, some devices will be the butt of jokes. Especially the devices that are less customizable.
Right.
The less powerful or less customizable devices will be the ones everybody hits on the most. But here's the thing: those devices do have a purpose. They're cheaper, so a lot of people can get them first and get started with them, just like Plate mentioned. But that's never directed at a person when they're talking about the devices, making fun of them. They're making fun of the device themselves.
Right.
Yeah. But sometimes for the person.
Just like a football
If you go back,
team or
if you go back and watch the show when I bought that TV, remember that day I bought
the Roku TV,
$108. The way you guys tore me down on that show, I tell you.
And then you had the weirdo like me that's begging people, hey, help me, and Plate did it. Help me find a TV that's dumb. I don't want a smart TV.
Yep, I remember that.
What Penn just said. Yep. It's important to understand the difference of a preference versus being a fanboy and acting crazy over the internet.
Correct.
Yep.
Correct. Very well said, Ben.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And Terry, yep. Device preferences will change as you go for sure.
Oh, definitely. You try new things. It's just like with food. As you try new things, you find different things you like better.
Yep.
All right.
I mean, and
wow. Yeah.
You're never gonna get me to eat any certain types of seafood. I don't care how expensive it is. I'm not eating it.
And there's just the difference between and I hate to say this word, Apple and Android. But hey, people have the Apple devices have their specific use that they do much better.
Apple is better for the person that likes that simply likes it to work. They don't care about customization, and things like that.
Yep.
That's the main thing about Apple. And the pitfall of it is they're also even more expensive just for that. With that, in fact, and personally, and now it's impossible almost to get them, at least good ones. I preferred the Windows phones.
Yeah.
I love the Windows phones, but app developers got to where they didn't want to develop anything for it, so they pretty much died off. Microsoft themselves helped kill off the Windows phones, which is sad. But that's what I preferred. The older ones running CE, I love to mess with those because of what you could do with them, just like the Android users do. But those died off to the side. Now you're stuck with either Android or iOS, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I don't like either one.
So yeah, Stuart, that was not aimed in any of that went on in my group was not aimed at you in specific. It was just just what it was. It was more about the device, the show, streaming shows, last Friday on Sharon's show. It was a about the device, wasn't about anybody in specific. Every show previously, every show coming up is going to be about the device, nothing personal. If it is personal, you can guarantee your name's going to be mentioned, or it will be done in private, But yeah, so just a general device or general conversation, it's not personal unless the shoe fits. I guess is the easiest way to say it. If we're talking about something and the shoe fits and you wear it, then it might be about you, in some way, indirectly.
When a person or an individual's name's not mentioned, fanboys may take it personal.
Right.
Of course. That's how it works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But on the, not to sidetrack here, but at least before the end of the show, I know we had someone that asked earlier about a multi-device keyboard, and I sent that to paper. So before the end of the show, if you want to share it with people, because I did find one.
Yeah. It was Terror, I think. TK, you still?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, does anyone else have anything else to say on the shaming thing? Like I said, we just wanted to really quick kind of touch on it again before we ended, because I know it's been 2 weeks since since we had that show and we didn't quite finish, so wanted to just touch on it real quick. So I mean, I'm done with it. If everyone else is sharing and everybody's done with it,
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, just the only thing I have to say is just remember, don't, like I said earlier, do not invalidate or tear down. Build up.
Yeah.
Whatever you do.
As your mama used to say, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
Yep.
Don't say nothing at all.
Mine said say it anyway.
Yep. I mean, just what TK said, or I mean, Mod. Sorry. Don't. I had TK on my mind because I was talking about that keyboard. So yeah, I mean, just like Maud said, don't invalidate people. Don't tear anybody down. Don't, because you just don't. And again, like I said, that one word could be all it takes.
Yeah.
So just be cautious of that. And think about what it was that got you to the point that you want to say something to somebody. May not have no meaning whatsoever what somebody said that you may think it meant. Just be mindful when you start to think about how you're going to say something, how you're going to approach somebody. Don't approach it going at them to attack and tear down. And that's all I got.
That's all I have.
Okay. All right. Well,
with that being said, we will be winding down.
And we'll catch you. Yeah, I'm gonna post this. Let me find. Where's it at? TKU. Let's see. Okay, here's the link. Let me go back in here and share my screen.
Uh-oh.
Okay, there you go, TK. $35.99.
I'm about to post it. That's nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna post this keyboard?
Oh, that's okay.
Good. So yeah,
I think it's the fourth photo. I can't remember which photo it is. Third or fourth photo is where it shows the switching between the multi devices. It's one of them because I sent a screenshot to you. There it is. It's got a 2.4 gigahertz channel with a USB dongle, and it also has 2 separate Bluetooth channels you can switch between.
Nice.
So it's a little bit different than the K16. The K16 was more square, where this one's like shaped like a regular keyboard.
Yeah.
But it is smaller and compact than a standard keyboard. But this one here is the first one I ran across recently for multiple devices.
Is this one backlit?
By the looks of it, that one might not be. Got to bring it back up on my screen. I don't think it is.
Yeah, it doesn't look. It doesn't look like it is.
It looks from going through Jellycomb's line of products. Their stuff is geared more for
laptops and
PC, tablets, things like that.
Right.
So you don't have usually as much backlit devices like that.
Yeah. I'm gonna post the link. I'll post the link in your group, TK.
Looks like they have. They even have multi-device keyboards all Storma like this for Macs. So they have ones that are specifically for iOS and Macs.
Nice.
And it looks like they have some different options. They even have a foldable keyboard as far as standard. It's probably single device. Yeah, it looks like it's single device because they usually mention if it's a multi, and I don't see it mentioned on that one.
Yeah.
But I do see several multiple device keyboards there. So they do even have one that has a slot on it to put your phone or tablets down into. So it turns it kind of like into a laptop. That looks like a small keyboard. Doesn't look backlit. It's hard to tell, but I don't think that one is either. But yeah, like I said, it's got a slot on it where you can slide them into it to turn your tablet or phone into like a little mini laptop. They got different colors, and the price ranges from $32.99 to $41.99 on those. I might have to look into something like that for some of the grandkids.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
No problem.
Unless there's something else you guys want to say before we can go ahead and end the show one.
That's up to you.
Okay, well, I guess we're getting ready to wind it down.
Okay.
Okay. You have anything you'd like to say, Marcos?
I'm good. Thank you everybody for coming. Have a good night, morning, afternoon.
Okay. Blambo?
Y'all have a great weekend. Be safe. Take it easy. Join all Telegram groups. Don't forget to like the channel and have a good one. Later.
Okay. Sim?
Thank you for coming to the show. Have a good weekend. Take care of each other. And hope to catch you in the next one.
Okay. Terry? I'm sorry, my dear.
Now you're doing
Same thing, my dear. I know.
Man.
See, it's your fault. It's your fault. It's Paper's fault. It's Paper's fault.
it. Sure.
We may both be just as cynical, but we sound nothing alike. Do appreciate everybody for tuning in. Definitely tune in the upcoming shows as well. And everybody have a great day and stay warm. Except for those in Florida, I hope you freeze.
Hey.
Paper.
Yeah, thanks everybody for coming out and checking in with us, supporting us. Appreciate you, both from MS7 show and the Pieces of 8 show. Enjoyed today. Great show, and everybody on the panel. Thank you very, very much for joining us. Much love and peace.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. I'd like to thank Mike, Maldib, Marcos, Blamos, Sim, Paper, everyone in the side chat, Butcher. Don't forget to check out Butcher today at 5 o'clock Eastern for a Streaming Matters show. Make sure you have your pen and pencil ready so you can get that great knowledge. If you drink, have your drinks ready because it's 5 o'clock somewhere, but definitely over there on the Butcher show. And make sure you follow Sim on all his streaming platforms. Make sure you follow everybody else on their platforms, as well as check out I forgot, check out Paper tomorrow night. Kim and Sim, don't you have a show tomorrow? Paper. Do you have a show tomorrow?
No.
You and Sim?
No.
You don't have a show tomorrow? Okay, no show tomorrow. Okay. All right, I wasn't sure. Sorry. But I'd like to thank everybody in the side chat because if it wasn't for you, it wouldn't be a show. So I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming out because you could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be here, and I really appreciate it. So if you haven't on your way in, on your way out, make sure you press that like, share, subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you get the notifications for when we go live. And we'll see you the next time on the MS7 Morning Show. And don't forget to check us out on Thursdays or whenever we go live on our Pieces of 8 show, our mental health show as well. And thank you. With that being said, peace out.
Peace.
Later.